Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And if you're an Adrian Peterson fan, that's the sign that you want to see right there on the other end. They got to learn to get him down, or this could be a long one.
And it's also the sign that his team wanted to see. Him making that type of a run, having a force and an impact on the game that early, that really demoralizes the defense because they realize it could be a long game trying to get him on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Rush in. Rush at the street. Hit the street. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Go, Reed. Go.
On second down, Peterson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Jim, 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 Jim.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Watson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Well, straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Watson on first down. It's brought in by Harris. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again on second down. Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Saints have taken the early lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Makes the score Saints 7, Eagles 0.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Open man is Cantrell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Let's go. Hey, smash. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
56 to Mike. 56. So we gotta go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They give it to Peterson. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They run the counter now. It's Peterson. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the left hash. This from 34. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Rabbit. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. I smell feet.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adrian Peterson. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Set.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Eagles 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Go, go, go. Trap 60, trap 60. Mike 22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mike.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Put some gravy on there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Milton Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start the drive with Peterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
from the 24. Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. They run again with Peterson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
Yeah, from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Forced out to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Epps able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will look for some important yardage on third down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Watson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Watson on third down.
Back to Kamara for another catch. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Eagles 17.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Switch.
Again, Peterson.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep.
But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On first down, Peterson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
At the 15-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Watch the ship.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Seven yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Watson to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run for it with Peterson. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. These guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead.
And it looks like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he's got his target, Harris. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To throw, Watson. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down to the 36-yard line here. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another run here with Sanders. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.